The reason Charlie Kirk got killed is the same reason why Socrates got killed. It's the same reason why any thinker from ancient times got killed. It doesn't matter if their ideas were right or wrong. The bottom line is that their ideas challenged the status quo. Their ideas offended people's feelings and sentiments. And a very large swath of the population doesn't like hearing the truth. They don't want to hear stuff that challenges their beliefs. They want to live in a peaceful, and when I say peaceful, I mean mentally peaceful world where everything is black and white and they don't have to think about anything and there's nobody challenging their ideas of their own existence. They don't want to be forced to have to find their own identity in this world. They want someone to tell them what their identity is, and they want that to just be never changing, all. They want it to be never changing. They want it to be permanent. But the truth is that life doesn't work like that. Like you can't, the truth is you can never find yourself because yourself, who you are, changes all the time. You know, I'm not the same person I was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. The person from 5 years ago is not the same person from 10 years ago. So Bailey's back here ad-libbing me, trying to throw me off of what I'm saying. I'm making some valid philosophical points. Your boy, right now we're at the Scott philosophical arc, and Bailey's trying to disrupt my philosophizing. And she got me stun locked. What I'm trying to say, and that it ruins the clip, by the way. She's like, oh no. Why you being such a hater, baby? You learned from XQC? She said I learned from the best. You learned from XQC? Because I'm not the best hater. I'm the second best hater. I'm the second best hater. What I wanted to say, guys, is that as a person, you're always changing. You're always growing. You're always learning new things. If you're a person and you think that you're going to find yourself and that person you found is going to be the same person in 5 years, you're going to have a harsh, difficult time on this planet. I'm just letting you know right now. If you think that you're going to be the same person in 5 years that you are today, you're going to have a difficult time on this fucking planet because that's not how life works. And if you do manage somehow to maintain an equilibrium where you don't change in 5 years, then you're not doing anything important. I've said it. You're not doing anything. Even look at the most important, influential people on this planet. They always start out in one thing, and by the end of their lifespan, they're doing something different. Nobody does the same thing their entire life. Nobody's the same person their entire life. There are no cut, clean, dry answers to any of the questions you have. You know, and the thing is, right now I'm doing the opposite of creating a cult. I'm doing the opposite of creating a cult. Realistically, if I wanted to create a cult, I would tell you guys what you want to hear. But I'm actually doing the opposite, bro. This is not helping me grow my channel because people don't want to hear this. They want to hear what a cult leader would tell you. Come to me, I'll help you find yourself. I'll bring balance and peace to your life. All of your questions will be answered. Your boy Scott knows all the answers. When a guy like me comes on the internet and says, I have no idea what's going on, I don't know any of the answers, half the time I'm talking out of my ass, and I don't know who I am, and you don't know who you are either, nobody wants to hear that, bro. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, oh, I didn't find the answers. This nigga doesn't have the answers. Cult leaders lie to you because cult leaders pretend that they do know the answers. They've discovered it. They found out the secret of life. The truth is there is no secret of life, bro. I hate to break it to you, chat. I hate to break it to you. There is no secret to life. Life is chaos. He says, it's past Scott's bedtime. Life is chaos, man. Life is chaos. You're not even the same person you are physically from 5 years from now. 5 years from now, every single cell in your body is a different cell. Think about that. You ever heard the ship of Theseus? Anybody in here is familiar with the Greek story, the ship of Theseus? I'm going to look it up for y'all niggas. Bailey said they don't know that shit. She said you guys are incel. And she said they're stupid. Ship of Theseus. Yo, I'm a philosopher, chat. I'm a fucking philosopher. The ship of Theseus. The ship of Theseus, also known as the Theseus paradox, is a paradox and common thought experiment about whether an object is the same object after having all of its original components replaced over time, typically one after the other. In Greek mythology, Theseus, the mythical king of the city of Athens, rescued the children of Athena from King Minos after slaying the Minotaur, and they escaped onto a ship going to Delos. Each year, the Athenians would commemorate this by taking the ship on a pilgrimage to Delos to honor Apollo. A question was raised by an ancient philosopher. If no pieces of the original made up the current ship, was it still the ship of Theseus? Furthermore, if it was no longer the same, when did it cease existing as the original ship? So, my point is that who are you? Who are you? Ask yourself this. You remember I told you guys that every single day of my life, I contemplate my own death. I think about the frailty of life and how quickly it can expire, and who am I and what am I doing? What are my goals? Why am I here? What do I want to accomplish in this life? And by researching stuff like this, the ship of Theseus, it starts to really bring into question, am I even alive?